Okay, so now we turn to another multiplication problem. Again, this is going to involve having multiple terms like the last example. Here we have something, a two-term polynomial being raised to the third power. And I said, well, where's my three terms? Don't have it yet. First things first, before I even go on with this problem, that is not true. All right, c minus 3 to the third is not equal to c cubed minus 27. Okay, again, we cannot distribute the exponents. Remember, when you have something to an exponent here, our only way to do it is to multiply it out that many times. So we're actually going to have c minus 3 times c minus 3 times c minus 3. Okay, as we start to try and work this problem out. Now, as we do that, we can't multiply three things at the same time. So the only way we can multiply things is by doing them two at a time. So what we do is we pick two of them. Pick any two of them, and we're going to multiply that out first. So I'm going to do c minus 3 times c minus 3. Remember, when we do that, we're going to distribute, so taking the c in the first times everything in the second, and same thing with the 3. And so let's go ahead and multiply out. C times c will be c squared. C times 3 will be minus 3c. And then a minus 3 and a c will be another minus 3c. And then finally, minus 3 times minus 3 is a positive 9. And so we have c squared minus 3c plus 9. And we go ahead and combine our like terms here. C squared minus 6c plus 9. Minus 6c plus 9. So now, we've worked out this blue part of the problem. We know what those two things are. So now we can go back into our problem and write that down, replacing the blue part with c squared minus 6c plus 9. And then we're going to multiply that by c minus 3. So at this point now we actually have a three-term polynomial times a two-term. If you want to, you could reverse that and put the two-term first, because it is multiplication. You can do multiplication in any order. Or we can just do it as it is. Taking each thing in the first, so my c squared, times each thing in the second. Taking my 6c there, times each thing in the second, the minus 6c. And then also take my 9 there, times each thing in the second. And then we start to multiply that out. So c squared times c will be c to the third. C squared times minus 3 will be minus 3c. And that's it for that one. Or actually minus 3c squared. And that's it for taking everything times c squared. We then move to our 6c. Minus 6c times c will be minus 6c squared, so I'll write that underneath its like term. And then we continue on here. Minus 6c times a minus 3 makes that a positive 18c. And then finally we multiply by the 9. 9 times c is positive 9c, so I write that under its like term. 9 times minus 3 is minus 27. And at this point then, we just combine our like terms. And by proactively writing them out, matching them up, it's a lot easier to do that. So there are no like terms for c cubed, so we just put that down. Minus 3 and minus 6 is minus 9 c squared. 18 and 9 is plus 27c, and a minus 27. And so now we've multiplied out our problem, and now we have our result.